so green out here. I'm on a walk, guys. Welcome to my channel. Ciao everybody. I'm on a pretty walk out here today. I've been tracking my my steps actually. Every day I've been trying to do a certain amount of steps. So anywhere between 5,000 and 10,000 steps per day. That's the aim. So let's get into this video. Let's talk about leveling up. This video is quite popular video that's been around on YouTube, and there's many interpretations of how a person can level up. Some people want to level up by dressing a certain way, maybe eating certain foods, whatever. But I want to put my 2 pence in also as well. I'd like to add to that. I think there's 2 things where I think is very, very attractive and what you can do to level up. All right. Number 1 is learn a language, guys. There's something very, very attractive about a person that can speak a language, that can speak multiple languages. Have you ever met somebody before where there's like, oh, this is what name can I think of? Maria again? This is Maria. She can speak 4 languages. She can speak 5 languages. It's beautiful. Where I'm from in the UK, most people speak 1 language, 2 at a push, but generally the 1 language is English. Why? Is because we know that English is well spoken around the world, so there's not an emphasis on doing that. Even though although we do learn English at school, different languages at school, for example German, French, but there's not like a heavy emphasis on it. Okay, it's not of high importance. I kind of like what was the word, prioritize my other GCSEs over my French GCSE or my German GCSE. I wish I did put some more time into it, because now I would know many more languages than I do, but heidi-ho, that's how it goes. So yeah, learning the language is very, very attractive. Most of my students, my Italian students here, they are age 13, 14 years old, and they can speak, I'm not saying like broken, they can speak French, Spanish, and also some of them are studying Latin, and also their country. So it's like 4 languages from a young age, and their parents are very, very set on them learning English from an early age too. They want their children to have that advantage as well. So if you are a parent as well and you're watching this channel, get your kids into learning a language quickly, subito. And also, if you're just an adult like me, learn a language, guys. Pick one up. I've told you already about Preply, where you can learn a language for, you know, €3, guys, €4 per hour. It's easier now than ever to learn a language. So I'm going to leave the link to Preply in the description box. Remember, if you do use my Preply code, you do get your first lesson for free. Also, tip number 2, I would say, should I continue to walk? Tip number 2, I would say, guys, travel. Level up and travel casually. You just travel the world, guys. You don't have to go far. You can go to, if you're from the UK, you can go to Italy. You can come to Italy. You can go to the place next door. You can go to Bournemouth, guys. Just travel. Leave your comfort zone and go somewhere different. You can't imagine how much you grow when you leave your city. Sometimes when we stay in the same place, we can get stuck. Our mentality can also get stuck. Seeing different cultures, seeing people actually in their natural habitat, and seeing how other people function, seeing how what the streets of Rome actually look like and not what it is like on the TV, because the media perception of many countries or many places is completely different. The media perception of, say, Africa, guys, okay, you know what the perception is when you see Africa. When sometimes people hear Africa, they think about starving kids. They don't think about the beauty and the money that's actually in Africa. Okay, so sometimes you have to go to see it. If you think about, you might think about Italy, you might think about the negative perception of Italy. You might be thinking about mafia, you might be thinking about Scarface. No, there's so much more to these countries than what we see on TV. So traveling will help you to see that these perceptions are not the truth, right? So travel. When you do travel, guys, also try to immerse yourself in the culture, in the country that you go to. Some people say to me, there was a lady I used to work with, she traveled to the same place, was it Mexico? Every year she traveled to the same place in Mexico. I asked her some things about Mexico. She couldn't tell me anything about Mexico. Why, guys? Because she stayed on the compound. The compound? I don't know what you call it. She stayed at the hotel, basically, the premises of the hotel. She ate the same. She ate British food when she was there. She had her eggs, her beans and her toast while she was there. I can't personally say that is you've travelled, but are you really experiencing the culture? Are you experiencing the situation? All right, so I urge you as much as you can. I know there's this hold up in life of, oh yeah, you need to get a mortgage, you need to buy a car, you need to go to university, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. There's never going to be an urgency to travel. That's just the bottom line, because there's never going to be an urgency for anybody to travel, because it's not life or death. You have to make it a priority, guys, priority to travel. And what I found here is the people that travel, a lot of the Italians that I've met that travel, I notice a difference with a lot of them. The ones that's traveled a lot, or just not even a lot, even just had some work experience in a different country, or traveled or know a different language, or are interested in learning a different language, they tend to be the ones that are more open. When I get to speak to them, they're like, oh, they're open people. Most of the Italian people that I've formed, let's say, friendships with, they've lived in a different country. They've lived in America for 10 years. They've lived in the UK for 1 year. They did some type of, not Erasmus, is it Erasmus? They've done some placements in a different country, and they're open. They're very inviting. They want to get to know you. They want to talk to you in a different language, because if you know a different language, of course, you're able to communicate with somebody. So it's just all around good. Travel, guys. Travel. Learn languages. Yeah. It is beautiful. Learn languages. Level up, guys. This is my 2 pence on leveling up in Italy. Okay? Level up your game. It doesn't cost much. You can do, as I said to you before, you can learn the language on pre-play, or you can learn for free. All right? You're traveling, remember, the tip is you don't have to go too far. You save ahead, get cheap flights, you know, be prepared to maybe exchange your, if you're on a budget, exchange your work for experience. There's plenty of people that get their taster of moving to Italy or traveling the world by just simply doing some type of service where they go fruit picking, for example, and if they fruit pick for 2 hours in a day, they get free lodging, they get free housing. Or somebody that becomes an au pair where they look after kids in the daytime, and in the evening they're free. You know, you can there's different ways around it. Don't think that you have to go to a country and, you know, follow the Instagram and go into a nice hotel or do things nice. You can go to you can stay in hostels, but just the main thing is get traveling. You're never going to regret it, I promise you. Once I started traveling, guys, I've never for 1 minute regretted it. For 1 minute. Okay? Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and now I'm going to continue on with my walk, because, guys, I've got to get the steps in, got to keep healthy, and I've got to keep fit. All right, then, ciao for now.